Good day, my friend. This is Let's Talk About It with King Emmanuel on the Incubator Media Radio. I'll be your host today, and today again I'm having my friend and my brother, Mr. Ade Oladeniran. We'll continue on our discussion, and today we are looking at dealing with overprotective parent. I'm sure that word is not strange to some of you. You've had your own share of experience. We'll be looking at what it is to have an overprotective parent. We are not saying whether it's bad or good, but we need you to listen along with us as we share in this section what it takes to have an overprotective parent.
So you see things like that building up in the child. Then another thing is this, that like I said, under low self-esteem, another point is you see that child most of the time, all his life, he end up depending on the parents. You have an issue, the child is married now, and then you have an issue at home, and then the next thing is quickly run back to mommy, or he's having a discussion with the husband or with the wife, and then he's saying, well, mommy said, daddy said, and the husband is, or the wife too is like, what's going on? Don't you have a brain of your own? Oh well, I need to check up with my mom, I need to check up with my dad, I've gotten so used to them and things like that. So you just see them.
So those are signs to watch out for.
Exactly.
Daddy said.
Yes.
Mommy said.
Yes.
Can we discuss this? No, I will give you answer tomorrow.
Yes. Let me find out from mom.
No.
Let me see mom. Let me check out mom perspective on this, or that perspective on this. You know that child has been overprotected, and he has learned to depend fully on the parents. And then another thing is, sometimes it leads to eating disorder.
Wow.
Now, when it comes to eating, there is something that is what is called anorexia and bulimia. Now, anorexia are people who are extremely picky when it comes to food. Picky in the sense that, it's like I'm watching my weight. I don't want to eat so much so that I can maintain a certain posture. I can maintain a certain figure, or I want to model my body after so and so, like a particular superstar, and then I want to start eating that. I want to be extremely selective when it comes to food. That is a disease. It's a disease. And then bulimia are those who anything goes, just pick things up and they just eat. So you see children who are that being overprotective like that, sometimes they just lead to that. They get angry, or they get pissed off, or whatever, and then they have food to eat. Even while the food is, even when maybe they are eating together, and then they are using the fork to pinch the food and make noise with it, so that the parents will know that they want to show their parents that they are not pleased with what's going on and things like that, and then they are doing that. They are extremely selective when it comes to and that is not healthy at the long run. And then you also see emotional withdrawal, because when we started and we were talking about the cases where parents are overprotective, because we discovered that the parents, it is who the parents approve that the child relates with. The child has been programmed in a particular way that his friends, his peers, he cannot fully relate with his peers. That's why you see some of these overprotective parents, those overprotective children, maybe growing up, they want to do some of the things that their friends are doing, but they can't do them, and then they have grown up to a certain stage, and before you know what is happening, the child will begin to withdraw from other people, and then he's learning to be all alone by himself or by herself, because hey, no friends, no peers, nothing. So the child has been programmed to be like depending on himself or herself, and that could be a problem. Let me give you an instance. I was with a particular student some years back, and we do have a program, like a summer program in my church, and the child will come in. Instead of her to camp, she will come very early in the morning, and then at night, when we are done for the night, she will go back home. Not until 3 years after that she told me why that was so. That the parents don't want them to mix with any of those children in the camp. But then they release them to come to the camp. The father will bring them in the morning by himself, and then go to work. And when he's coming back at night, he will pick them and take them home. So he doesn't want them to mix with them at night and things. And then he told them certain things: don't deal with these people, don't deal with this set of people, don't trust this, don't trust that, and things like that. And growing up, child went to the university and all that, and it affected her seriously, because the human relation was nothing to write home about, was terrible. So, but when she was about to graduate and she understood that I can't take this to the corporate world, it's going to be a disaster, that's when she now started working on herself to do one or two other things. Yeah. So then another effect is this, that it affects the spiritual growth of the child. The child doesn't know how to go to God to ask for anything, or anything the child needs. Mom and dad is always there to provide. So the child does not learn to be dependent on God. The child learns to look up to the father or to look up to the mother. So spiritual growth of the child is seriously stunted. So those are some of the negative effects of when parents are being overprotective, which most parents don't know, which many of them don't know, but it happens like that. And then while we're talking about some of the causes of a parent becoming overprotective, yeah, we also look at that some of the parents have what is called OCD. You understand that that OCD now makes them to be extremely protective of their children. You understand, because of their own of their own challenge with OCD, they become so overprotective. And when we talk about OCD, it simply means obsessive compulsive disorder. It's a mental disease. It's a mental ailment. Those in the medical field will be able to talk more about it. But that is a big problem that many parents have. That because of that disorder, they just want to protect this, they want to guide this, they want to guide that, they want to watch over this and all that. And that's why you see some parents that when they have, like I had the case of a woman who ended up killing her 3 children. Yeah, she killed the 3 of them, and the reason was she was having this OCD, and every time she was like, I don't think I have the capacity to take care of these children. I love them so much, I don't want them to suffer. So she ended up taking their life so that they can go to a better place and rest, according to her. So to her, that's her own way of showing of showing our love to the children and making them know that, hey, I care about you and things like that. So you see cases like that too that makes parents to be overly protective. And then I also remember this, that sometimes when parents are having issue, maybe mom is not in good terms with dad, or dad has left home and things like that, mom divert all her care and attention to the child. You understand? So she's seeing the child as a succor, as a help, as everything to her. So all the affection, all the love that should be given to the husband and everything, all is now being devoted to the child. So he's using the child to cool off the tension and the issues that are going on around her. And you'll be telling the child, you are my joy, you are my happiness, you are my this, you are my that, and then become way too protective.
Put the children in the place of the husband.
Exactly. Or vice versa. In some cases, a man.
Well, thank you very much. Looking at those are the effect of overprotective parenting on the children. As we've mentioned, it's long-time dependence on the parents. Cannot make any decision on our own. We talk of low self-esteem on the part of the child.
Yes.
We talk of anger and rebellion.
Yes.
After being bottled up like a gas over some times. When you open up, it explodes. Or some kids, like I have an experience of some kids, no friend, they don't go out, and eventually when this particular one find herself at the National Youth Service Corps orientation camp, she couldn't relate with others.
Yes.
Because she's been caged all her life, and she felt so bad and said, come on, this has eventually turned to evil rather than good for me.
Absolutely.
And it was full of anger, it was full of this parent, I'm going to show them something. Anything they said, I'm not going to obey.
Yeah.
When they talk to me, I shout back at them.
Yeah.
Because of the impact and the effect of such long time overprotective. And you talk about eating disorder, whether it is not eating at all or is overly eating, in an uncontrollable manner. Then we probably talk about panic disorder, that happens to these children, on what to do, effect of emotional withdrawal. And when they need to be alone, you have some kid that said, okay, I grew up on my own. I grew up all alone, nobody's with me, and my life has been like that. I said, no, you can't continue like this, but I used to eat.
Or they have this what is called me against the world.
All right.
Yeah, this
is only me.
Me, this mindset. Oh, everyone is against me. So it's only me against the rest
of the world.
Of the world. So they have that kind of a mindset. So.
And there's some kid that you said, why is everybody always against me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's going to support me. Nobody is going to defend me. Everyone is against me. If I said this, nobody likes me in my house, all my siblings are against me, all the kids in my class are against me, everybody in my office against me. When you have this, you need to check back. There is a tracing of being in an overprotective home. And you need to, because I saw that some people were raised in this and they carried it even to their own home when they got married.
Yes. That's part of what we said, that parents past. If they don't break away from it, that shame is going to continue. Because that's how you were raised. Those are the things that happen to you. Because it's like a chain, a circle. Just keep going on and on and on like that. Going on and on like that.
So it's things to watch out for. Are things you're not supposed to do. Your life's supposed to be better than that of your parent. because you are exposed to certain things that they never had in their own time. You are exposed to information that they never had. You are exposed to education they never had. You are exposed to the external environment they never had. And hence, you can't give excuse that you are a failure because you come from an overprotective home. Nobody's going to take you for serious, because someone has gone through that and they are still better today. They are able to change, because change is the word here. If you maintain this status quo, you can't experience growth in life, not even spiritual, because you've not been allowed to exercise your confidence, your freedom, and faith in God. Your faith all along has been your mother, has been in your father, has been in your parent. And you felt that, after all, they're giving me everything I ever wanted. But the other side of it, you were never a free person. You've been too attached. And that was why you can't make decisions on your own. And that was why, even to grow, because growth is deliberate. Growth are things that happen to anyone that is ready. But as long as you remain mommy's apple's apron, daddy's PA, and they are living their life, supposed to be living your own life too. If you check eventually, you see that you are not actually living your life, but are living somebody's life. And the day you stop living that life, there will be a crisis. But you have opportunity to look at yourself, to talk to yourself, and decide to live a new life. Someone will be saying that, oh, sir, you don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know what I've gone through. Well, somebody has gone through similar thing and come out better. But there is no situation you find yourself today that cannot be better. You find yourself in an overprotective home and it's affecting all your entire life. Take a break. Sit up and be responsible for your life. Before we go today, we'll look at how can a child deal with an overprotective parent without involving crisis, without going to violence, without shedding of blood, without loss of life. Can you? Because someone said, this is too much. What I'm hearing now is too much for me to bear. I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to do something stupid or nasty. You don't need to go through that part. But let's enlighten you on how you can deal with an overprotective parent or home. Thank you.
All right. Let's get one thing right. Let's get one thing clear. And that is 90% of the time, your parents meant well. They love you. I came across a quote sometimes ago, many years ago, that said, I may not love you the way you want me to love you, but accept my love the way I know how to. So many times we have these young people, this mindset, okay, this is my own expression of love, this is how mom should show, this is how dad should show. And once they don't show it that way, no matter what they do, no, that's not love. It's not love. A child was talking to me sometimes ago. I said, why is it difficult for my parents to tell me that they love me? Why is it difficult for them to open that word and say? And I said, did you tell your parents? He said, yes, I told mom. I said, Mom, why is it difficult for you to say I love you? Mom said, you are not serious. Am I not giving you food? Am I not buying clothes for you? Which love is more than that? I said, Mom, just say it. I want to say, please don't disturb me. If you don't have any other thing to do this morning, just let me be. You understand? So the child expression, the child's way of wanting love to be expressed is different from the way the parent just know how to do it. So the parents really love, but it's just that the manner and the approach that some of these things are may not be what you want. And then there's also another saying that what an adult sees sitting down, a young child stands. he will not be able to see it. But some children want what is called an absolute freedom. And power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. There is no absolute freedom anywhere. Even the most powerful man on earth, that's the president of America, Donald Trump, he doesn't have absolute freedom. He is still bound by the Constitution of the United States. So everything he does is, if he goes outside that Constitution, is enough for him to be impeached, is enough for him to be sentenced, whatever the case may be. So let's get that fact right, that the parents, in most cases, they mean well. Their manner of approach may not be what you want, may not be in quotes now 21st century like, but they mean well. Now, what can you do when you have parents like that and you are not getting comfortable with all this? I always say this: talk to them. Talk to your parents. Let them know your view. Let them know your mind. Let them know what you are going through. Talk to them. Oh, but I've had cases where they say, oh no, I cannot talk to my parents. I cannot even look at them in the eyes. I cannot this and this and that and that. And I say this: if you cannot, write them letters. Write letters, not one, not twice, not thrice. Write series of letters. Let them know what is going on with you. Write a letter, put it in a place where they can easily see it. But don't be aggressive. Don't be insulting. Don't say things. Appreciate them. Tell them, oh mom, dad, I want to thank you. I know that you are trying to protect me because you love me. I know you mean well for me and things like that. But mom, this area, I want you to allow to exhibit some laxity in some of this. I want to be able to take decisions on my own. I want to take calculated risk. I want to do this and that. And then another thing is this: many of you don't. How will I put it now? Many of you cannot convince your parents. Your parents are not sure that you actually know what you are doing. A boy was saying that he wanted to study political science, and the father wanted him to study something else. And then he came and told me, I wanted to study this. My dad is saying, and I said, okay, why do you want to study political science? And he was like, the politicians are the one making money now, so I need to make my own money. And I said, if I'm your dad, it shows that you don't actually know what you're doing. But you are not able to convince your parent that, okay, this is what you are not. See, the parents will be so proud of their children when they know that their children can think. They have a thinking faculty that is working. You're able to tell them, okay, I want to do this. I want to go this way. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I want to go about it. These are the possible risks that may be along the way, and I've known how to overcome those risks and things like that. If you have something laid down, once your parents are sure that you actually know what you're doing, they will come to respect you for that. They will come to, and then they will be relaxing on some of these things. And then if you write a series of letters to them and they are not, probably no difference. Every parent always has someone that they listen to, someone that can talk to them, and they will listen. You can reach out to those people. Maybe dad will always call somebody, that's my godfather, or that's my mentor, or that's my so and so is my mentor, is my daddy, and then things like that. So you can always reach out to those people, tell them your pains and things like that, and then, but like I said, be convincing. Let it be that you actually know why you want to have the so-called freedom. Because your parents are still going to come back to tell you their fears, their reservations. But let them know why you want to have the freedom. Some of you just say, no, I want to explore. Excuse me. If you go on exploration and you don't have a tour guide, you are going to have an accident. Because you don't know how the roads are. You don't know where you're supposed to move, where you're ought not to move. So you need a tour guide to tell you, okay, you know what, no. There's a snake here, there's this here, there's that here. You go this way, you put your leg here, and then you'll be able to get to your destination safely. Then, aside you talking to your parents, if that does not work, writing them a letter, getting someone who they respect to talk to them. And like I've also said, that let your parents trust you. If your trust if you have broken your parents' trust in the past, you have a lot of work to do to rebuild that trust. Because I've seen cases where some parents, you accuse their child of something, they will say, if you say this, I will agree. But on this, my child does not do this. And they can defend that thing with their life, because over time that child has given the parent cause to trust him or her in that area. Just yesterday I was asking a child, I said, do you tell your parents the truth about something? He said, sir, I never lie to my parents. Regardless of whether I'm going to be punished or for whatever, I tell my parents the truth. And over time, parents must have seen that to say, my child she could be stubborn in some areas, she could be this, but she doesn't tell lies, she tells the truth. You understand? So you also need to give your parents reason to trust you. You want to collect 1,000 naira, let them understand. You want to start up a business, you want to do a business, and then say you need 1,000 naira to do a business. Let them understand why they should give you their 1,000 naira. Do you understand? So it's not just to say, okay, give me, and then at the end of the day you squander the thing, and then you will not come back again tomorrow. You are asking for another money and they are not giving you. You are saying they are mean, they are callous, they are wicked, they are this. No, you are not being fair on yourself. So these are some of the things that you can do as a young people. And as I bring this to a close before the moderator before my host takes over, I want to say this, that some of these things, some of these complaints that you are giving about your parents today, some of you, if they trust you with your parents travel and they trust you with your younger ones, and at that moment you are their mom as a boy, as a girl, or their dad as a boy, what can those younger ones say about those few days? Because some of you are so extremely critical of mom or dad, this, that. That 1 or 2 days parenting that you are also doing over your younger one at home, what is it like? Is it heaven-like or hellish for them to be like, I can't wait for mom and dad to come back because this, that, and that. So that's another thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a time to really learn once again today. And like he has said, watch yourself. When you complain more about dad, complain more about mom, complain about government, complain about everybody, what about yourself? Don't you think there is a problem somewhere? You might be the problem. And there is a way out, because when there is life, there is hope. I think today, if you've gone through this and there is no changes, written letter to them, find yourself in this situation, you're not independent, you can't do things on your own, you've written letter to them, it doesn't work, you've calling someone that they respected to talk to them, and the status quo remain the same, and you've you lost your trust in the past and you try to build it back, but same things remain the same. There is a friend that is more than a friend. There is someone that will always understand you when nobody do, and that person is your friend, it's your savior. His name is Jesus. It's a friend you should have. You've done every other thing with your friend in the past. Nothing seems to work. But with this friend, if you're going to make a new turn, if you're going to ask him to help you today, he will surely help you. He is Jesus. He's right there with you there. All he needed with you is to trust him, to hand over your life to him. Let him know you don't want his love, but still you want his love. And ask him to help you in every area of your weakness, everywhere you needed help. He is right there with you. If you will tell him in a minute or two, the Lord Jesus, I surrender my life unto you. I've seen myself as a sinner, gone through the world up to this point with trouble, but today I'm here. Have mercy on me, forgive my sin, and write my name in the book of life. I'm telling you, he will do that for you. And all that you cannot do in the past, you say that you are able to do it. As we close, the station is the Incubator Media Radio, and all our social media handles available. You need counseling. You need somebody to talk to. You need someone you can pour out your heart. You want to seek for more clarification and information. We're available. You can send in an email to us at theincubatormedia@gmail.com, or you can notify us on any of our social media handle, and I assure you your life will be better and good. Thank you for the time today. Your host, King Emmanuel. I'll see you next time. Bye. God bless.